and welcome back to Sonderity Vlogs. Today I have a big stack of fall and Halloween books that I love reading with my girls, and I want to share them with you today. And so let's get into it. I'm super excited. These are our absolute favorite fall and Halloween books that we love and that we will be reading for this next month. I love Halloween. Also, side note, I'm wearing my mini ears when I was getting ready for this video. I saw these in my closet and I was like, I should wear them because I'm talking about Halloween books, and these are from my Halloween Disney trip last year that we took. And when else am I gonna wear them? Like, this is the perfect opportunity. And so I'm wearing my mini ears. Full disclosure, I felt very self-conscious putting them on and even just looking at myself in the camera wearing them, but I love them, so here we go. Okay, let's start out with the like younger kid Halloween books that we love. I love reading these ones with my baby toddler. She's 14 months now, so I like reading these ones with her because they're short and sweet and really cute. And I also still love reading them with my 6-year-old. She still likes them as well. So we'll start with the fall ones. First, this cute board book in the middle of fall. It just shares like what happens in the season of fall, and I just think it's really cute, and I love the illustrations. And I love the author in general. I love all of his books, and this is just another good one for our collection. Another book I really love is Apples and Pumpkins. This is a really sweet book about a girl who goes to a farm to pick apples and pumpkins, and I just think it's such a fun thing to do that I like reading about it too. Like, I love going to the farm to pick apples and pumpkins. I love finding like a local farm that you can go to, and this book just kind of like encapsulates that experience, I guess. Another book I love is Pumpkin Pumpkin. I love growing pumpkins in our garden, and this is just like how a pumpkin grows. It starts in a seed, and then it grows a sprout, and then it grows a vine, and then it grows a pumpkin, and the pumpkin gets big, and then you can carve it. That's basically the whole story in like 3 seconds. It's super short. It's just really sweet, and I think it's a good book to show kids how pumpkins grow and how plants grow, and so it's kind of like a science-y book as well. Okay, Duck and Goose Find a Pumpkin. I love this book. I love Duck and Goose. I love the illustrations of these books, and I just think this is a super sweet book as well, of Duck and Goose as they search for a pumpkin. And I think I love how big it is because it makes me feel like I am taking my child to like a big screen movie or something. I just think it's really fun to have such a big board book. Okay, here's a couple Halloween board books that I like to share with my little one. So the first one is There's a Monster in My Book. This one's really fun, interactive book. I'm sure kids will love it for years and years because you have to turn the book this way so the monster will slide, and turn the book that way and turn it around, and it's just really fun to read, and you know, asks you to like get involved in reading it. So this is a fun book. Alright, and these two books are by the same author, Spooky Pookie and Eek Halloween, and they're just both super cute. I love this author. I love all of her books. They're so fun and like just really good for young readers because they're just fun and simple, but they have great little illustrations and they're just so fun to read. So those are my Halloween and fall books that I read with, you know, younger kids, although like I said, my 6-year-old still loves reading all of them as well. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the books I like to read as they get a little bit older. They're the books that are a little bit longer. They're all picture books, and anyway, these are just some of my favorite Halloween books for older kids. Okay, so I only have one fall book in this older kid category, but it is so good. Too Many Pumpkins. This is definitely a longer read, but it is one of my all-time favorite books, and I don't know, I don't have much to say about it besides just like absolutely make sure you have this in your library. It is such a good book. So here's my other Halloween books by the same author as Too Many Pumpkins. Is The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. This is a really fun book, and you can read it in kind of like a spooky voice, and it kind of has the suspense and intensity of like a spooky story, but it's just very child friendly. So I like reading this book during Halloween. Another book that's just kind of spooky, not necessarily Halloween-y, is What Was I Scared Of by Dr. Seuss. This one's super fun because it has glow-in-the-dark pictures, and I think it's just fun to read because it's kind of like that, brings in the Halloween spirit of like being a little suspenseful, a little spooky, a little bit like, ooh, I'm not sure. And anyway, it's a fun book to read, and it's Dr. Seuss, so it's like really fun to read. I love books that are easy to read, that are just fun to read. I don't really know how to describe it, besides you just know when you're reading it, like, you're enjoying the way the words work together, and the way it comes out can just be fun. And I would say this is a good book for that. So now I'm going to go through a few of my very favorites. These last ones are really good. So Popcorn. This one's really fun. It's about a Halloween party where everyone brings popcorn, and it fills up the whole, like, they make it and it fills up the whole house with popcorn. And it's just one of those kind of like childhood dreams. Like, did you ever just dream of like having a pool full of Jello, or like a room full of popcorn that you could jump into? Like, this brings that popcorn dream, filling up a whole house and like swimming through it and like eating it all up. It brings it to life, and so I kind of love this book. Okay, these last four are like a tie for my all-time favorite books, so I don't even know what order to do them in. I'm trying to leave like my favorite ones for the end, and I just love them all, so I'll just share them as I do, but just know that like all of them are so good and so my favorite, and I just think they should be on everyone's shelf. Okay, Room on the Broom. This is such a cute story about a witch and her little friends that she picks up along the way, and it's a little bit spooky. I know my daughter gets a little bit scared at the monster part, but it's also just really cute. Again, it's another book that I just love reading because it rhymes and it just flows really well, and so I definitely love this book. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Okay, this book is kind of for younger kids and older kids. Maybe not as young as my baby right now, but maybe by next year she will absolutely love this book too. Little Blue Truck's Halloween. I love it because it has well, again, it's one of those really fun books to read, and then it has like the whole point of the story is Little Blue is going and seeing all of his friends, and they're all in costume, and they're like, who is the ballerina? And then you flip it up and you see, oh, it's the duck and it's me, I'm the ballerina. And so everyone has like a different costume they're wearing, and so it has a little flap to lift and to see who it is. And anyway, it's just really fun. I love the illustrations of Little Blue Truck books. I just think they're beautiful, and of course I already said reading them is so fun, and then just having that little extra addition of like lifting the flap is so fun for kids. Okay, I'm down to my last two. Both of these I love, love, love so much. I don't know which one to share first, so I'll save my childhood favorite one for last, and I'll share this one that I did not have as a child. I don't remember reading as a child, not necessarily that I never was read as a child, but I just don't remember it. Big Pumpkin. I love this book. So this witch plants a pumpkin or pumpkin seed, grows this huge pumpkin, and she can't get off the vine, and so all of her friends try to come help her, and they're all pulling, and finally a little bat finds a good solution, and so that they can all have pumpkin pie together. I just think it's such a good story. It shows that like some people are strong and big, but sometimes the best ideas can come from little people that just have really good ideas, and that maybe can't do something but have a really good idea about how to solve a problem. I also love just the friendship that they form in doing it all together, and I just love reading it as well. It's just a super fun book to read. I've said that about a lot of these books, haven't I? Okay, my very, very, very favorite book from childhood was just classic Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat. I think this is one of the best, if not the best, Berenstain Bears book of all time. I love brother and sister in this. I love the lesson it teaches, that appearances can be deceiving. I think that's a really good lesson. I think it's like very appropriate for Halloween, and so I love that part of it. And then I think I just love, it's just fun. I don't know, it makes me feel like Halloween. And I love the last page when they have their little treats. Like, that was just so great as a child, seeing them like collect all their little treats. Random side note. Anyway, this book is just so good and just brings back so many good memories for me, and so that's probably part of the reason I love it so much. But I've loved sharing it with my daughter, and she just seems to like love it as well. So this is definitely a book I'd have on your Halloween shelf. So I just want to end by saying I went to Target the other day and I was looking for a new book to add to our collection, and I was just like super disappointed because all of the books at Target just, I don't know, they just weren't that great. And so I was just really disappointed about the selection they had. I want to go to Barnes & Noble. Maybe I'll see if they have more options there. They typically do, but I was just really like, I really wanted to get another book to add to our library, and I ended up getting the little critter Halloween book, and it's really cute too. I like it. It was good, definitely, especially compared to like other books, but I just wanted something like really good and that felt really like good literature, I guess, and I just didn't find that in anything, and so that made me kind of sad. But these books, these ones that I just shared, I just feel like they are so good. So if you're just starting out your collection, there's a great list of books that you can reference and come back to in the years. I know for me, I've built up our library over the 6 years that I've had children. I just get a book pretty much every year, and sometimes people will gift me books, and so that's kind of how we've built up our collection. These are just my very favorite, and I love them so much. And if you can't buy all the books, I know I went to the library a lot really early on, and so I've read tons of Halloween books besides this as well, and these are just my ultimate favorite. So I just wanted to share them with you today. And yeah, go check them out at your library, or I will put links below that you can get them on Amazon. Anyway, I hope this helps you, and if you're looking for a great Halloween book, these are the ones I would absolutely recommend. And thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next time. Bye!